What's good, y'all? It's been a minute since I've recorded, since I've streamed, since I've done anything pretty much. And a lot of it, I guess I'll say it's for various reasons, but a lot of it has to do with the fact that I've been having PC troubles a lot. I don't know exactly what the issue has been, but recently I found out that one of my sticks of RAM died. I don't know how long that shit been dead. I don't know, if that's the main cause of the problem, but I did a diagnosis on it, and I think that's one of the biggest issues. That's one of the biggest causes that's been making my PC go slower, and I think it's like when I stream or when I record, it's using up too much RAM, like more RAM than I even have. Right now, I'm running with like 4 gigabytes, which is ass. I had 8, but I had two 4 gigs, and one of them died. I don't know how long it's been dead, so I don't know exactly how to assess the situation. But I know I gotta buy another stick of RAM. Probably gonna buy like 3 more or some shit, so I can fill up every slot and I can have a lot of RAM in my PC. But um, I've been wanting to record for a while. I've been wanting to edit for a while, man. Like I've been waking up and thinking about the shit. I've been thinking about the shit at work, and I, waiting to get home and do it. But it's such a big hindrance. It's it's like it's one of the hardest things whenever you want to work hard, but then you got some shit that's slowing you down, and you don't necessarily know how to fix the shit. You know, I'm decent. I guess I'll say I don't know, like I'm kind of knowledgeable. Oh shit. I'm kind of knowledgeable on PCs, but not really enough to just be, figuring out every single issue whenever it pops up. Half the time, I don't be knowing what the fuck's going on. I just see that it's, an issue, and I'm like, oh damn, I'm getting bad frames, and I don't know what the hell it is. So, I gotta buy a new stick of RAM or a few new sticks of RAM or whatever, and I also had I guess, some outside help, like an opinion from a few other people, and they said that may be the issue as well. First, I thought it was just my processor being garbage. I'm running an i5 6500 or some shit like that, and I didn't think it was that bad, but you know, it was just gradually getting worse and worse and worse. Every time I stream, I'll insert a clip here or some shit, but um, well, I don't know. I might insert the clip. I might make a separate video because as of now, I wanted to do this where I have like background gameplay and shit, but I can't do that because the minute I do that shit, it's gonna be terrible frames. And even if this is just video, even if it's just supposed to be about what I'm saying, I still wouldn't want to have no laggy ass gameplay in the goddamn background. But yeah, man. So it's been tough, and a lot of mental shit has been going on as well. I'll probably get into the details about that later. And y'all probably realize, some of you probably noticed that I tweeted some shit about I quit, quote unquote, but it wasn't necessarily like I'm done with the game completely. It was more so about me stopping, or me, like, I guess, not trying to take it anywhere anymore. And it wasn't because I felt like I sucked, or I felt like I couldn't do it, because I never feel like that. But it was more so about me not having the funds to really upgrade my PC. That's what I believed at the time. I thought it was my processor. I thought it was just I needed a new PC. I thought it was everything that I couldn't afford. So I was kind of just stuck. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't about to ask nobody for no handouts or nothing like that. So I'm just like, man, I don't know exactly what to do. So I said I quit it so I can, give myself the time to rebuild on that shit. And I was gonna start doing other videos, like whether it be Smash Bros or Call of Duty or some shit like that. And I actually have been working on a few Smash Bros videos, like this Nest montage that I wanted to drop, but I think I'm gonna drop it after a few Rocket League videos, or after at least one. I'm gonna try to revamp my channel a little bit too, because once I get going, I kind of want shit to be stable. Like I want to be consistent. I don't want to be, what I'm saying, lacking and shit like that. I don't want to be posting one video every 2 weeks. Like I hated that shit. But there's always something in my way, and I don't necessarily want to use it as an excuse, but it's more so like no matter how hard I try, you know, it's always something that'll prevent me from doing the best, I guess. Like I don't want to just drop videos just to drop videos. You know what I'm saying? So I wanna drop shit that I'm passionate about. Back on PS4, man, when I used to drop all those fucking montages and shit, I used to love that. Like I used to sit up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning editing that shit. And I wasn't even really doing much editing. I was doing just putting clips together. You know what I'm saying? But I was so passionate about it. I was just like, man, look, I can't wait for them to see this because this shit raw. And my views were, like a direct result of that. Like I used to get 10,000 views, 15,000 views, 20,000 views, 30,000. Like I used to get a lot of views, man. And then when I started doing other shit, when I started, taking other shit into account, it became, I guess I felt like I was playing catch up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was always making up for lost time. Whether it was some shit like, for instance, whenever I moved from, I moved from basically the apartment that I was staying in for some other reasons, and I had to go stay with my grandmother. This was like a few years ago, and I didn't have a room. I didn't have space there at all. I didn't have a setup. I just had my PC, and then I had like my monitor sitting on one of my uncle's dressers, and I was sharing a room, like a little small room with someone else. I didn't have any space. I didn't have any, peace. Like it was always loud in the house. I couldn't really do shit. I couldn't really record. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I stuck to montages. I was like, no matter what happens, I can always drop a montage or some shit. So it became kind of a pattern, and it's like, oh shit, now I gotta drop a video just because I haven't dropped a video in a while, and I wouldn't be able to put my hardest, like I wouldn't be able to put I guess 100% effort into it because I never had the time or I never had the resources. I couldn't get on the mic and just I couldn't get on the mic and just do great commentary because you hear babies crying in the background and people screaming at the babies and all kind of other random ass shit. And that's not the only situation, but I ended up finding a stable enough environment to work. And then that's whenever I started spiking, man. Like I started going up, like my streams. I started streaming. I don't know if y'all remember. It was a period of time where I was streaming a lot. Like I was streaming at least 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? And I was uploading, a decent amount too. I was playing a lot. That's when I was like when I first hit top 100. You know what I'm saying? Like I was great, man. I was set. I started getting hosts by pro players like Rizzo and Chicago and all of that shit, man. I was getting noticed. I was in like every fucking Rocket League FX video. Like I was putting in work, man. But then something happened with that situation, and I ended up kind of homeless. And so I didn't have really anywhere to work. My PC, it wasn't even plugged up. It was at someone else's house, just sitting in a corner, getting dusty as shit. I didn't really have a place to lay my head at night. I had to sell my PS4, like my most cherished electronic possession, but I had to sell that in order to get a room, like a hotel room for one night, and they made me sell my controller and all that shit with it. So then even whenever I did have like even when I could plug my PC up, I didn't have a fucking controller to play with. So then, enters this amazing ass dude named Sunless Khan, right? And I might go more into detail because I want to make a separate video about that shit. But basically, Sunless helped me out in ways that I couldn't even fathom at the time. He is like the sole reason, I would say, financially, that I was able to get my own apartment, that I was able to secure a job and start working again. If it wasn't for that, I don't know where the hell I would be. I would probably be back staying with my grandmother or some shit. Of course not now, but at the time I probably would have had to take a huge ass back step. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit that went on, man. It's a lot of shit that went on. And even now I'm in a stable, environment. I work a full-time job. I pay my own bills. Of course I split bills with like my roommates and shit, but I have my own space to work. I'm straight, you know what I'm saying? I got my own room and everything's solid, man. But now it's kind of just like I haven't posted in months. I can't post. Like I can't post anything quality, I guess. It's gonna be hella frame drops, laggy and all that bullshit. I wouldn't want to watch that, so I'm not gonna put it up just for the sake of putting it up. You know what I'm saying? I can't stream. Even when I first moved into this house, I didn't have a coax outlet in my room, so I had to wait until I got enough money to get that shit installed. And for the meantime, I was carrying my damn setup downstairs just to play, and it was kind of inconvenient, I guess, because I didn't have peace. It was loud in the house at times, and it wasn't all the time, but it was enough to kind of, I guess, hinder me in a way. And it wasn't really something that I could control. I mean, I felt like I probably could have, but I didn't want to be like, oh hey, everybody in the house need to be quiet because I got to do this. So I just kind of played, and I got good again, I guess. I found my rhythm, started climbing ranks again, and then I got the outlet installed, and now, I'm like, oh shit, I'm ready, I'm finna get back into it. And then I can't fucking record or stream because of the frame drops. So it's like it's one thing after another, but it's something that I'm trying to understand how to I guess cope with in the meantime, because I have to basically figure out I don't know the exact issue behind it, and I think this RAM will be helpful. So if that's the case, then I will be uploading, streaming and shit really soon. I got like 3 montages worth of clips stored up right now, and I got this video about the Sunless Khan situation that I wanted to make, because that's an amazing dude, and I feel like it should have its own video. I want to have a video about a few other things as well, just like a thank you to all the people that's been still here, because honestly I feel, and I've always been a confident person. I've never really shown the weakness, I guess, externally, but I've always had those insecurities, had those mental lapses and shit. But I try not to really show it, because I've always, I guess, I took the role myself. Like I wanted to be the guy that everybody looks to. Like, hey, yeah, that dude's had it hard, but he didn't give up. He never showed signs of giving up. So with that came a lot of issues as well, because then I'm like, shit, no matter how I'm feeling, I didn't want to tweet about the negative shit. I didn't want to tweet about what I was going through. At some points I did. Hold on, it might get a little loud. I hear somebody playing music. I might have to pause it. Damn, you hear how loud that fucking front door shut? That shit's way downstairs. I don't know if y'all can hear that. But so yeah, man, it's I never really, like, I'm not a quitter, bro. I don't know how to quit. Like I didn't put so much work in anything. I'm a see through it. I'm gonna see it through, I guess. But you know, I'm not gonna put all my eggs in one basket, of course. Like, I don't only play Rocket League, man. I got so many talents. I'm a great artist. I'm a great writer. I sing a little bit, but I'm not 100% confident in that shit yet. But what I'm saying? I feel like I'm really, really talented. So I never really just kind of put, all of my eggs in that one basket. That basket being Rocket League, bro. I'm like, there's so much shit that I can do. Lately, I've been working on a lot of that other stuff, but this will always have a special place in my heart. You know what I'm saying? No matter what situation I was in, like, not the second time, but the first time, I didn't really have a place to go. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking waking up. I think I was crashing at my cousin's house or some shit like that. Before she had put me on the street, I used to wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even have to be up at that damn time, but I used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning because she didn't allow me to play the game on her TV, and I only had like one TV in the house. So, you know what I'm saying? I used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning when she went to work. Okay, yeah. So I used to wake up in the morning at 4 o'clock when she went to work, just so I can get on the game. I would like speed hook up my fucking, like, I would goddamn complete a speed run trial and hooking up my PS4 and, going to grind some ranked. I couldn't really find that many great games, but this was around the time, I don't know if y'all remember, I think it was around the time that I hit like 300 subscribers. I think this is when I first started freestyling and shit. I had that sniper montage and the, I can't remember whichever one. It was the 300 freestyle montage and the sniper montage and a few other ones like that. That was all that, what I'm saying, at the time. I wasn't really going to I wasn't going to let anything slow me down, man. So I went through a lot of bullshit, and I was like, I'm not going to give up just because I'm feeling down. Like, I've been through worse situations than I am now. So it's just a matter of, I don't know, patience, man. Like, I got to keep running. I got to, put in the work that, will propel me forward. But I got to work way harder than I was before. And it's kind of part of this thing that I'm going to call a slow grind. Like, I'm going to keep putting in the effort and shit. And I'm tripping over my fucking words right now because my mind is moving like a mile a minute. But, I got to work way harder than I was before. That's the way that I look at it. So it's like, when I'm able to figure out exactly what's wrong with my PC, and when I'm able to fix the issue completely, you will be seeing consistent streams. Yes, I work a full-time job, but with the way my schedule is set up, it allows me to have full days to myself, because I work 5 o'clock in the morning to like 1:30 p.m. They want me to be a supervisor, so I might end up taking that soon because that'll be like $21 an hour. But until then, uh, I'll be once I figure out everything, I'll be streaming during the day and doing all kind of other shit. And even afterwards, I'll still be doing that. You know what I'm saying? I just won't be getting off at 1 o'clock p.m. every single day, but I will make sure I squeeze in streams and recording and all of that shit in my schedule because I never want to settle for I never want to basically settle for a life that I didn't. I don't know how to explain it. I never want to settle for a life that I look at other people and be like, oh yeah, that's something I can't do. And I don't know if I worded that shit right, but it's like I don't want to settle for the cycle. The box that they try to put us all in. You got to do this, you got to do that. Then you end up getting stuck, and then nah, man. Like I want to chase every dream I have. I want to utilize every single talent, every single bit of talent that I have, and I want to put all of that shit in every avenue, bro. Like I want to, be an amazing artist. I want to be an amazing content creator, whether it's entertainment or, inspiration, bro. Like I want to do it all. So I'm going to put the work in order to achieve that shit. But as of right now, I just been having a lot of issues. But for the people that's been rocking with me, man, like I see a few people that I've seen from the jump, and I started getting a little bit in my own head. You know what I'm saying? Like I done had some rough ass nights. I won't go into detail too much, but I done had some rough nights, man. Nights where I'm sitting there drowning in like a bit of despair, bro. Like I'm looking at old ass comments on YouTube and shit of my videos and like, oh yeah, man, hey, you this, you that, and I'm just like, damn, look at like where the fuck is all that now, And that's one of the things you never want to do is just look back at what you had because you'll discourage yourself, man. So I'm gonna keep pushing forward. I'm gonna make sure I'm grinding harder so I can see all that shit again plus more, man, and I can reciprocate that energy into every young mind that watches my videos. You can't give up, man. You can't let shit slow you down, So I'm gonna put in work, man. That's pretty much all I gotta say about it. But it's so much shit, that I gotta get situated before that. But once that's up, I'm gonna make sure I'm showing y'all what I'm really made of and what I can really do and what I'm really capable of pulling off. Cause I believe in myself. If nobody else is gonna believe in me, I believe in myself. So, and my bad, it's like some noise in the background. Shit's making me lose my train of fucking thought. Plus, I didn't get no sleep last night. I went to sleep at like 5 o'clock in the morning because I was up watching All About the Benjamins, and that shit funny than a bitch. But yeah, man, it's so much shit that's been going on. So, I promise y'all I'm gonna come back. I promise y'all I promise y'all I haven't gone anywhere. I've been putting in work on the slick. Kind of moving in silence a little bit. I haven't been posting any clips and shit, but believe me, I have been hitting them. So it's a lot of shit y'all gonna see, man. I've been writing down, brainstorming and everything. And this video this was really supposed to be like a 5-second video, 5-minute video, but I guess when I make the other ones, y'all already have a clear understanding or, a clearer understanding of where I'm coming from when I say shit. But I just wanted to kind of get this out in the air. That way, whenever I'm uploading like a Smash video or some shit, y'all don't be like, hey, what the hell happened to Rocket League? That's kind of why I recorded this. Because I have a Smash video kind of almost ready, and I have a Call of Duty video almost ready, and I didn't want to just, upload those, and then y'all think like, oh nah, he gave up on Rocket League for real. Like nah, I'm not going anywhere, man. A lot of people, or I see in the community, make fun of the people who supposedly quit and then come back, but it's a lot of emotion that goes into that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't just say you quit for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? And everybody thinks different, man. Like me personally, I've been going through depression since I was like 17. So my shit comes in waves, man. Sometimes like I just kind of, I don't know, I had learned to avoid tweeting about it and shit like that, but the shit's definitely there. Look at my boy Cedric, but the shit's definitely there. A video about him too, cause that's an amazing dude, man. He helped me a lot along the way. But yeah, it's a lot of shit that you deal with internally, man. And some people will say like, oh yeah, I quit, and then they'll come back. But bro, it's like that passion is what drives you to come back. Because when you say you quit, you really be feeling like, you know what I'm saying, you done with the shit at the time. Recently, I said that shit. I said that I quit shit because I think I was playing I was on a stream with Sunless Khan, and he was playing ranked with me, man, and I was just feeling like shit. Like I felt like I was doing terrible, because I'm supposed to be this, really good GC or high level player or whatever that I could just carry him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what I once viewed myself as. And no matter what anybody else thinks, like I view myself as like that guy that can hang with the pro players. And you know what I'm saying? Like I always had so much potential. Like I can be the greatest and all this other shit. So then seeing myself perform at such a low level, bro, it took a hit. Like it took a my fucking confidence took a big ass hit, bro. And that's the night I tweeted that shit. And he DM'd me that one night too, and told me like, hey man, just take a different approach. Cause I had told him I wanted to take a different approach, man. And he was like, make sure you having fun. And it's that'll all be in the video, man. But just make sure y'all show respect to everybody, man, because we all going through our own shit. You never know what's happening behind that screen, man. That's why you got to try to be as positive. You got to try to spread the love. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's competitiveness that goes into everything. Like, I'm not you're not finna see me, you know what I'm saying, in every match, happy-go-lucky, jolly-ass dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be tilted. I'm gonna call my teammates out like, hey, bro, what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, it be like that, man, when you got that passion, when you want to win, when you got that drive. But in the same sense, you shouldn't be going around telling people kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or eat bleach or drink bleach or whatever the fuck you want to say. You know what I'm saying? I get called, you know what I'm saying? I get hit with that hard R like fucking 5 times a day, bro. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be going around doing that to people. But at the end of the day, everybody learn their lesson the way they learn it. But I guess I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this shit because I've been rambling for a minute, man. But it's a lot of shit that I want to say. So I'll do it in separate videos. And I'm gonna leave y'all to it, man. I got some shit in the works, man. I got like probably like 2 Rocket League montages. I got a Nest montage with Smash. I got a Call of Duty Sniper montage coming out. It's gonna be a little snippet that I'm gonna drop first, but a lot of other videos, man. And it's crazy because I had so much shit in my little layout plan that I made a few years ago, and then I see people implementing it. Like, I'm not saying that they stole my ideas in them, but they beat me to the punch, and it's kind of hard now because I'm like, damn, do I still want to do that? Like, for instance, Musty, man, really great guy, and congratulations to him on all his success. That dude blew the fuck up. He started this series where it's like unfair. Like, oh yeah, 1 GC versus 7, bro. Like, I laid that shit out in my layout plan like a long time ago, bro. Like before anybody had done it, and I was like, I'm gonna do this like where I'm playing like 2 GC players, cause I could always like 1v2 them and shit like that. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go against 2 GC players or 3 fucking champ 2 players or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? But I never fucking put the shit out, and that's my fault. But hold on. Yeah, somebody knocked on my door. I don't know where the hell I was, but man, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, man. But I'm not done with Rocket League. I'm not done with streaming and shit. For a long time, I had been trying to balance going pro and being a content creator, man. I kind of had a drive for both of them, and I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I should have put more effort into just one of them instead of trying to do both, because it'll be so many times where, and this is another thing, it'll be so many times where I'll want to get on, like I'll have an idea and I'm like, shit, I'm finna get on and record this shit, boy. And then I get up on that shit and I'm like, shit, let me just run a few games of ranked real quick. And then I end up running like a fucking full ass 2-hour session of ranked, and then get tilted or some shit, or get to the point where I don't even feel like touching the game no more. Then I get off and then I'm like, damn, I ain't even much record. Like, that shit happened to me every fucking time I got on the game most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I've come to understand that I can't be doing. You know what I'm saying? If I want to record, somebody get on and record first and then do the other shit later. You know what I'm saying? But it's just mostly because I enjoy the fucking game too much. But yeah, man, I'm finna be putting in a lot of work, and I really appreciate all the people that's been down with me, man. Like, I did a test stream a few weeks ago or some shit, just to see what was up. Had about 15 people join off rip, and I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all haven't even heard from me. Y'all still coming to my shit. So like, it's shit like that I appreciate, man. I'm forever grateful, and I'm always show my thanks to y'all, and you know what I'm saying, to the one above, and to the people who just down for me, period, man. Like, Um, I don't know. It's just it's just so amazing, because I first started YouTube with the idea like, oh shit, I don't even remember how old I was, man, but I first was like, I'm gonna start a YouTube because I used to be really good at like every game I played, or that's just the way I look at it. But uh, like I remember the first video I think was a Naruto Storm 4 video. That's the first video I think I dropped, and that's the motivation I had behind that was whenever they had the midnight release, and I went my ass into GameStop and wiped out the entire fucking store. Like I'm talking about nobody could get me up off the stick. I had my homies bringing me drinks and shit while I'm over there, what I'm saying, peeling muffin caps back blue, one after another. But yeah, my prime motivation was just like, oh, I'm gonna make a YouTube so everybody can see how raw I am. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't care about inspiring, I ain't care about none of that shit at the time. And then it came, it kind of just started hitting me. The more views I got, and Reddit was a big factor in that, even though they banned my ass for self promotion. But you know what I'm saying? They got me for, but um, yeah, man, like all that shit just kind of came with it, I guess, and it opened my eyes, and now I look at the shit completely different. So I'm gonna make sure I'm putting in, I'm make sure I'm putting in the effort that I feel y'all deserve to see. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I done said I'm gonna end this video like 18 fucking times, and still haven't ended it. But now I did ass. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, man. And once again, I appreciate everybody. And I appreciate, what I'm saying, all the love and support that y'all giving me, man. Y'all don't you don't even really know me personally, but the fact that y'all still come and want to cheer me up and help me, what I'm saying? I've had countless people buy me fucking random ass shit. I had somebody send me a capture card. That shit's $150, bro. Send me a brand new ass capture card. You know what I'm saying? I had someone buy me a desk and a keyboard and a mouse. Sunless Khan, after doing all the other shit, still sent me, you know what I'm saying, a brand new PS4 controller, bro. So like the shit that y'all do, man, I can't even understand it, but it's amazing. And y'all are the people that like we need in the world. So I'm gonna keep showing y'all love, and I'm gonna keep putting in work, man. I just want to say, I love all y'all, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. I don't know exactly what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be dope. I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna put in, a lot of effort. So I hope y'all enjoy it, but I'm gonna catch y'all then.